Hey guys, this is a tutorial to set up the BitcoinSoV pool miner. So it will be split into two parts, one for people with NVIDIA graphics cards and a second part for people who don't have that. So the first thing you want to do is you want to come to the BitcoinSoV pool mining site at this link, and I'll provide all the links in the description. And we want to download Lieutenant Tofu's Cosmic Miner. So you can download that, save that any way you want. I've already downloaded it, so I won't download it again. Before we run it, we want to first update your NVIDIA drivers. So you can come to this website here, which is the driver site. Choose your graphics card. So me personally, I've got a GTX 1080. So you'll do all those settings there for your particular card. Search, and then hit download. And you can run that and get the latest drivers. So once you've done that, you want to come to wherever you downloaded the Cosmic Miner and extract. And then run cosmic.exe. So here you can see that it's detected my graphics card straight away. And we'll have to configure a few things. So first thing is the pool address. So we'll go back to the pool website and copy this address right at the top and paste that in there. Next thing, you will need to put in your Ethereum address that you want your tokens deposited to. So this is your personal address. I'll get mine from MetaMask, copy that and paste in here. Then for these sliders, they're not that important, but you can set this to something around 50. I found they don't really affect the mining. And then finally, this is for a donation to Lieutenant Tofu. So here's the one who developed this miner, and it will donate a portion of the coins you mine to him. So by default, the minimum is 1.5%, but if you're grateful for his software, you can increase that if you'd like. So we want to hit Save Changes, and it will bring us back here. So you can see that the mining pool URL is here and your personal address is in here. So there's one other setting, which is the set mining intensity. And basically, the higher this is, the higher your hash rate and the faster you'll mine coins. But at a certain point, making it higher won't improve your hash rate anymore, so there's no point increasing it. So to test that out, what we can do is, so it defaults to 24, so let's see what hash rate that gives us. So click Start Mining. You can see we're getting about 950 megahashes per second. So hit stop and try and make that 25 and see what happens. So you hit enter to save the setting, start mining again. Now we're getting around 1000. Let's try increasing it again to 26. $1,030, so it's still going up slightly. Let's try 27. $1,060. You can see that the increases are fairly inconsequential and it's not very stable anymore. So I think we can say that 26 was the optimal rate for me. It might change for you. So you want to increase it, the intensity, until your hash rate stops increasing or becomes unstable like you just saw then. It was kind of bouncing around 900 to 1100. And you want to put it back one tick to where it was stable and gave you a high hash rate. So this is the intensity we want to use for mining. And you'll see in this box down the bottom, it says solution found and validated and submitted. That basically means they're little bits of computation that your graphics card is doing and submitting to the pool and are contributing to solving the block. And basically, this is a decent hash rate. So these pop up quite quickly. If you have a worse card, you might see these appear more slowly. And basically the number of shares, which you can see here, the total shares, that basically determines how many coins the pool will pay you out when it does. And it also shows you your power rate, your GPU temperature. So you don't want to let that get too high, but it should be fine unless you're in a hot environment. And that's basically it for using the miner. So pretty simple to set up. So just one thing to note, that the pool only pays out every 4 hours. So you won't see the tokens appear straight away. But after the 4-hour period has elapsed, or depending on when you started mining, or when the pool pays out, that's when you'll see the tokens appear in your address. So next, for people who don't have NVIDIA cards, so that could be either people with AMD cards or people mining just with their CPU, you'll have to use the same miner that I showed how to use in this solo mining video. So again, it's based on this this tutorial. So first thing you'll need to do, if you haven't done it already, is go to this link here, and it'll ask you to download the .NET Core Runtime. Again, I've already done this, so I won't do it again, but you'll want to download that and run the exe and install the runtime. Once you've done that, you want to come to this website here, which will let you download the miner itself. So we'll click here, save that wherever you want. Again, I've already done it, and I'll provide all these links here that you need in the description, so don't worry about that. So this is where I save the miner. So I'll extract, go into here, and then the file we're interested in is 0xbtcpool.bat. We want to hit edit. There are a few things we've got to change in here. First thing is the BitcoinSoV contract address. So we'll need the caps lock sensitive version of the address. So the case sensitive one is shown here on Etherscan, and I'll give you this link. So we just want to copy that and paste in there. Next thing, we need to put in the pool URL like we did before. So copy this from the pool website, paste in there. And then finally, you want to put in your personal address where you want your tokens to be deposited in. Copy from MetaMask and paste in there. And that's it. So save, exit, and then run as administrator. And all of these things should pop up. So mine is mining with my NVIDIA card, but if you don't have an NVIDIA card, it will mine with whichever card you're using, your AMD card. And you can see that it's finding solutions, verifying. So each thing that pops up here is one share, similar to how it was in the Cosmic Miner. So this is, if you have an AMD card, this is how you'll mine to the pool. And you can't vary the intensity here like you could with Cosmic Miner. Not quite as versatile, but it should still do the job. I'll quit this. Just one other thing. Go back to edit. If you're mining with CPU, which I'm sure not many of you will be because the difficulty is so high, but if you are, you want to change this to true and save, and that will allow your CPU to mine in the pool. And then same thing, you just run as administrator. And you can see here that now it has CPU lines and it will be using my CPU to mine. But you probably won't be mining many coins. And the difficulty is increasing every day. So it'll only get harder and harder. But that is basically it. Let me quit that. Sometimes it lags a little bit. There we go. And then once you've mined some coins, to see it in your address, we want to come back to the Etherscan page and copy the contract address. And then in MetaMask, you want to open MetaMask, go to the menu, and then, so I've already got it displayed here, but you won't yet. You want to click Add Token, Custom Token, paste in the address, and see, I've already added mine, but you'll paste it in and it'll automatically fill in the token symbol in decimals of precision by default. But if it doesn't, you can type in BSOV here, and it should be 8 decimals. And you want to hit next, and then you'll pop a confirmation window. You'll hit confirm, and once you click that, it will bring you back to the main page here. So to see how many coins you have, you can go back to the menu, scroll down, and this should be displayed here, and you can click on it and it'll show you. One other thing to take note of is the current gas price. So if we go to ethgasstation.info, this can tell us the current recommended gas prices. And while you yourself don't need to pay any gas, because that's what the pool is for, it is important just to note, mainly when the Ethereum network gets clogged. So as I'm making this video, the network has been basically spammed by some coin called MGC, and they've sent tons of transactions and the gas price is very high. The way that impacts the pool is that if we come to the Etherscan page, when the pool mines a block, it needs to send a transaction to the contract. And basically, this extremely high gas price, in fact, a short while ago, this was 2020, the pool can't send the transactions. And if it did, it would cost a lot of Ethereum. So I think the pool is using something around 2 to 4 Gwei gas price. And when gas prices are at 20 minimum to get a transaction through, the pool simply can't submit any blocks. But this is pretty rare. But just a heads up, if that happens, you shouldn't bother mining at that time because you'll just be wasting your electricity. So that's the end of the tutorial. It's pretty easy to set up the pool miner, much easier than the solo miner. And you don't need to provide your private key, so you don't have to worry about any trust issues with that. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.